Hello, everybody. I'm going to wait for you guys to come on. Hopefully you're finding the video, you're refreshing. Welcome, welcome. Let me check behind the screen. I'll be right back. Oh, you guys are so quick. You hop right on. I'm impressed. I know there's just so many videos and you have to like switch gears, and I don't know, I'd get up and get a drink, or I don't know what I would do. I would do other things, but you guys are like, no, we're on to the next project. We're going to refresh and we're going. So I'm impressed. So good job. My name is Karen. I'm the owner of Be Creative. Our website is shopbecreative.com, and it's B with 2 E's as always. And welcome, welcome in the one-of-a-kind group for yet another one-of-a-kind experience. I hope you're having a really fun day with all the projects, and I appreciate each and every one of you who bought our kit today to do these 2 fun die cut birthday cards. No coloring, nothing too, I don't know, usually I do coloring, I do something, or a paper piecing, or I do something, but this is just strictly die cutting, so a little different this time. So thank you for purchasing that kit. We did sell out of the kit, However, if you didn't get a kit, here, hold on, I gotta grab. If you didn't get a kit, we still have the die cut that is featured in the kit. Now, you won't have all the little papers and stuff that I pre-cut and I added in an adhesive and other stuff, but you'll have the die so that you could do this too on other cards, layouts, whatnot. So if you didn't get one, fear not. If you go into the classes and events category on our website at shopbecreative.com, you'll see this die is still available, and it's the script. It's happy birthday, birthday wishes, party time. Okay, I'm going to flip behind one more time and just make sure everything is going as it should. Let me see what we're doing. Oh yes, wow, so many of you and your smiling faces. So welcome. So as I said, yes, you can get the die. Now, one other thing, and I'll mention this later too, well, I'll show you later. There are other dies that kind of are in this same design where you get 3 phrases of a theme, like this is birthday, that we have some others, and I'll talk about that later. So yes, we're going to do these 2 cards. The last time I did these cards was when I designed it for photography to do the kit. So it's been, and usually I get up really early and create one just for practice. I didn't do that. I didn't. So we're really on the fly. This is really, truly live. So we're going to do that. Hopefully, if I have time later, I want to talk about some new stuff as well. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm in Southern California. I know, don't hate me. I know. Where our taxes are really high though. So yes, we have the weather, but the taxes are really high. So, and you know, it's tax time. So that's why I'm thinking of that, because I've been doing that all week. It's super fun. And I haven't been crafting because I've been doing my tax prep, which is, it's just an odyssey. It's an odyssey I have to go on every year. Being a small business owner, maybe some of you are as well. It's really fun. But yes, I'm in California. Let me know where you're watching from, if it's cold, if it's crafty, cozy weather, or if it's a pretty almost springish now. I don't know. I don't know where you are and where you're watching from, but I know you guys come from all over the place, which I love. I love that. I mean, we get people all over, a lot from the Midwest, I know, but we get them as far as, I know there's a couple of my friends up in Washington, Oregon area that are diehard, always watching, Texas, Florida, you guys are everywhere. So I love that. So thank you for being here and supporting us. And a hello to Carol and Brian. Brian, yes, I have Valentine's nails. We will show you when we zoom down. So let's do that. I've got my 2 cards here. I'm going to zoom down as always. I tell you this every time. If you get a little motion sickness, you're going to want to close your eyes because I'm going to zoom down. And I hope all goes well and that my little camera arm behaves and we don't have any mishaps, because this is live. This is live. All right, so let me do that. And we're going to get ourselves going. This is always so precarious. Let's see how we're doing. Oh my goodness. And we're going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. We're doing good. Oh, I see all of you. Okay, we are good. We are good. I've got my cushion on my chair. My chair, the bottom fell out of it, so it has no, like, seat. So I have a cushion, an oversized cushion, so that it won't fall through my chair. Have you ever had that problem? It's really fun. But I am good to go. All right. And I can't see your comments. I don't know why. We always have this issue. But, you know, back at the end, I will go back through the comments and I will answer any questions you have. But yeah, drop me a note. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you're excited about creating today. And let's just get going. So these are the 2 cards we're doing. Oh, here's my Valentine's nails, Brian. There we are. Yes, Valentine's nails. Had to do it. Had to do it. So what does the kit look like? It looks like this. And as I said, if you didn't get a kit, we do have the die available separately. So you can just get the die and create on your own, which is fine. So I'm going to open this with you. Let's get our kit opened. Get all the goodies out. You're getting an adhesive runner, which looks like this, which is kind of fun. I just threw that in because we can never have too much glue. Am I right? We can never have too much. And then there's all kinds of goodies in here, including your die. So your metal die, when you open it up, is going to look like this. You've got all these lovely little scripty things. We've got the happy birthday, birthday wishes, and party time. And then we got a whole lot of papers and stuff that I cut for you so you didn't have to go through the grief. You also have 2 cards and you have the envelopes. We love it when we get envelopes in a kit, do we not? We love that. All right. So what do we want to do first? I don't know. We got 2 cards. Let's do this one first. Let's do that one first. Because I pre-cut a little bit just because I didn't know how my time would be. Because we don't time these out. This is not, you know, rocket science where I'm down to the moment. This is not network television. So I am just winging it here, but I think we're going to get everything done in time. I really do. So with this particular card, this is using the birthday wishes die, which looks, do I have the right one? Yes, it looks like this, birthday wishes. And on mine, I did birthday wishes, and then just birthday on the sides, and I cut off the wishes part. And you can do it however you want. If you don't like this design and you'd like to do it straight across, you can. You can do a silhouette where, say, you're cutting and you're going to leave the negative. So it'll say birthday wishes, but it'll be the black with the exposed birthday wishes. You can create and make this your own. You don't have to do it exactly like me, but you have all the parts and pieces to do it like mine or do it however you wish. So to start with, let me take a look at what I got here card-wise. Yes, we've got our card. Where's my card? Here it is. So my card looks like this. We want to make sure it's opening up like that. Boop, boop. Not upside down. That's always tragic when you do it upside down. We have this really cute piece of paper that was included. We're going to just put a little adhesive on here and get this down like this. And let me know, I'm just curious. Do most of you craft with me in real time, or do you like to watch and do it later, or you do a little bit and then you go back later because some of it's a little more involved maybe, or maybe you want to take your time or whatnot. I'm just curious how it is. Oh, you know what? I already blew that. I didn't do the black backing. Goodness gracious. Well, that's what's good about this adhesive, because it is pretty forgiving and it's not going to totally ruin it. I really am so far batting 1,000. Am I not? Okay. We need a black backer on this. We need a black backer. So you're going to take your black that looks like this. It's that 5x5, a little shorter than 5x5 square. So that needs to go down first. My goodness, guys, I didn't have my coffee, Brian. I know you're wondering. See, I'm not really shaky. So I didn't have my coffee. It's like 9 something here, so it's early. And then and if you need to skim the edge, like where the cut isn't super clean, sometimes I like to do that. Where did my scissors go? Already I've lost my scissors. Oh no, here they are. Sometimes if my paper trimmer is more of a paper distresser, any of you have that problem, I come through and I'll skim the edge and make sure I don't have that rough edge, just to make sure it's nice and clean. So we're going to get that down. This is a little too big, actually. I might need to trim this more. Let's trim it more, just to make sure. Sometimes we got to trim him up a little bit more. There we go. Good enough, yeah? That'll work. He's still a little big, but, goodness gracious, guys. It's a rough day for me so far. It's rough. Oh, all right. I think we're good. And I've got a little bit of a rough edge, but you're going to forgive that because, yes, I'm out of refill blades in my warehouse, so I can't even get myself. It's like the shoemaker with the barefoot kids. That's me. Okay, so we've got our black backing. We have our pattern balloons. We're going to layer all of that down. I may need to trim him just a hair too. Let's trim him up just a hair. Because sometimes, things are cut and you try and make it work, but sometimes it's not exactly perfect and you can't always go by the directions and you have to kind of eyeball it or see what's going to work and get that all going. So we're going to go like this. Da, 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 da. There we go. Good enough. Yeah. Good enough. Okay. So we've got this going on like this. Now we need to move on to our die cutting. You can use any sort of die cut machine. I personally love the Gemini Mini for small things like this, because then I don't have to dig out my big old electronic die cutter, which is, you know, larger and you have to plug it in and all that good stuff. So this kind of works when I'm doing card making, because it's a really good little opening. So it kind of works with this type of thing. Now, looking at all our cards that are included in this, or papers that are included in this kit, you've got a big one that's a black that looks about like this. The size is, I can tell you really quick, the size is about 6 by 8.5. That's what we're going to use to do all of these black phrases. I just gave you a bigger sheet. So you're going to have to cut that down a little bit to work with it. So let's see here. You can eyeball this too. So if you're looking at your birthday wishes, your width is going to need to be about, 1.5 or so in order to cut that out of the black. The length is going to be just fine. And this is, you know what I'm saying, like the width on that. So you're going to do like 1.5 roughly. So let's trim a 1.5. What in the world? Okay, see, yeah, my foil got stuck to that. Wow, it's a rough morning. It's a rough morning. All right. So I've got my 1.5. I'm going to take that and I'm going to get my birthday wishes. And we're just going to pop him into here like that. And we're going to put him through my little mini machine here. I'll move it so you can see. And yes, I know I'm shaking the table. I'm so sorry. It's all good. Okay, so I've got this going through. Boom, easy done. Okay. So, and it like sticks to the table, so I don't have a problem. And then he'll pop right out. And see what I was saying about if you centered this perfectly, you could have like a shadow phrase and you could use that as well as an alternative. You could do that. I'm going to take my little tweezers, and he's got little holes in the die cut, which is pretty handy. So I can just pop, pop, pop like this so I can get him out. Here he is. Oh, I need glasses. Goodness gracious. Let's push that. There he goes. And then we can pull him right out. And now we have our lovely little script phrase like that. Really elegant and delicate. We do want to pop out all the other little goodies out of here so we can use him again like that. Poop, poop, poop. And just pop them all out. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to do another one of those. So I'm going to trim again about 1.5 inches on that black like that. Got my black here. My table's black. It's kind of tough to see everything, right? Birthday wishes. Like this. So has everybody had a good week? I mean, I told you earlier I did taxes all week. Like tax, I'm talking like prep, you know, prep for everything. And it just was rough because, you know, everybody's like asking me. I have a couple friends who are actually in like accountants and whatnot, and other people who are in business who are like, well, don't you like do it all year? Don't you all year try and like just do a little bit each month so you're not doing it all at the end? And I said, you know what? You don't understand. I'm in the creative industry, meaning I use the other part of my brain. So no, that would make too much sense for me to prep and do it in advance as I go. So it's not a huge deal, right? So no, I save it all to the end. And then I have a complete nightmare for like a week's time. Because that's how my brain works. And they just kind of look at me like I'm an alien, which, you know, that's fine. That's fine. It's just the way I do it. So I have 4 birthdays here. I don't know if you can see on this black. Here, I'm going to get a piece of white paper so you can see. Let's tuck him under. So I've got 4 of these birthday wishes. And it could be like you're only going to use the birthday on 2 of them. So I've got those. Now, to adhere this to the card, there's a couple ways you can go. You can use this runner that was included with your kit because it's more of a gluey tape where it's that, you know, that elasticy clear type adhesive. So even if you get little stray goober things that hang off the edge, you won't really see them. It may be a little tacky, but it's one way you can go. The other way you can go is to use a glue pen. Personally, I'm in love with this set currently that we have. We've got this as a really good deal where you get 2 for the price of 1 on our website. So that's good. But you get a fine, or I'm sorry, fine, what am I trying to say? Like rollerball tip, a fine tip, and a chisel tip in one set. You can also go with like your Zig 2-way glue or your Quickie glue pen, something like that, just to put adhesive on the back. So if I were to use the adhesive runner, what I would do, and you want to be careful not to break it, because that's commonly what's going to happen with something as intricate and delicate as this, is you're going to break it as you go, and you don't want that to happen. So you really need to hold it, and you're just kind of popping it on a little bit. You're not going to roll it, because then you'll rip it. So that's one way you can go. Otherwise, you can use like a glue pen, as I said, and that might be actually a little easier. That one's not even open. Is this one open? Have I used it before? I have. Okay. So you can just kind of dot, dot, dot all over this phrase to get glue on there. And it's okay if it dries, because, you know, if it dries, then it's just tacky, like a temporary tack, which is totally fine. So dot, 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 like that. Okay, I'm pretty good. So I've got my card. I'm going to take this. I could use tweezers if I'm really being careful and precise. Let's get this on the screen there. How we all doing? We're good. And I'm going to just lay this guy across here very delicately. Let me see how I want to do that. Like, ooh, like that. Dun, 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 dun. And you just want to lightly get him down, because he'll want to lift with you, you know? So like that. And yes, I have the little, I have the strays. I didn't trim that before because, you know, it's never going to be perfect if you do it in advance and you lay it down and then it's not going to line up right. So I wanted to get it down first. That looks pretty good. Okay. And then I can come back in with my scissors and I can snip my little doodads off like this. You're going to want to do the same thing on the bottom. So let's do that. Take another one, glue pen, do. Otherwise, use your runner. You could do that too. Here, I'll do that just to show you, because I know you all have that in your kit. So you can just see how I'm like tapping it and it's just getting little strays. You can do that, or go back to your glue pen. Either way, just to get that down. If you had like a Xyron machine, you could do that. Sometimes that leaves a lot of little doodads hanging, though. I don't know that I would fully recommend that for something as delicate and intricate as this. This is a very fragile type of die cut, honestly. So we want to get this up without ripping it. That's always the trick. Here, let me, and see, my nails maybe are a hindrance. There we go. Okay, we get this back up here. So this one's going to be upside down. Upside down. Here we go. Do, like this. Make sure he's a little more centered. Ooh, okay. It's so odd that I'm like, it's like I'm talking to myself. I know you're all there, but I wish I could like talk to you. We are doing some live events this year, because I do miss that. I like doing the in-person thing. I'm doing a number of shows with different people, and then of course we'll keep doing the video. In fact, I already, because I was on a roll, I already made the project for the next one-of-a-kind event that I'm doing next. I already did that. So that was, I mean, I'm impressed with myself. I'll have to show you a sneak peek at the end of that. I haven't like loaded it or anything. Okay, so just making sure we've got this right side up. Yes, indeed. You're going to do birthday on the sides. So in this case, I probably would trim him in advance, so we can go like, whoops, we can go like this. So we've got our birthday and our birthday like this. And you're going to do the same thing where you're going to glue the sides and mount him down. I'm going to cheat just so I can show you what he looks like. Now, if you want to design this different, do something different, or do like a little person, like you color, like I know your last presenter did that cute little moose thing. That would be fun to pop in the middle. You could do all kinds of stuff with this, but it's a really great background. So that's what it's going to look like. Yay. That's exciting. So let's move on to the next card. That actually went faster than I thought. Of course, I didn't glue these down, but you get the idea. Here's the done one. You know, you're all set. Okay. let's move on to the next card. I'm going to move him aside. The next card looks like this. Ooh, ah, yes. And he's opening like this. So I've got this popped up. This is a little bit of foiling we'll do at the end too. Actually, let's start with that. Do you want to? Let's start with this happy birthday with the foiling, because I want to make sure I show you how to do that in case you're new to the group and haven't done any foiling with me before, because foiling is easy and you don't need a machine. All right, so looking at our kit and all the goodies, you should have 2 pieces of cardstock. One is black and one is white that look, I'm going to make sure this is the right, yeah, this is about it. So you've got 2 that look about like this that are going to represent this guy. So you will have to trim this to size. I made him a little oversized. So what I would probably do measuring wise, I always like to give you more, like, because what if I cut it too short or small and then this is too narrow and the phrase doesn't work. So I allow you to kind of trim that down. That's why this is a little oversized. But the size of this little strip here, let's measure him. I want to show you. He is, the black is just shy of 1.5, but just over 1.25. Okay, the width on this black background. The white is 1.25. Okay, so you want to take that black and you're going to trim him up to just shy of 1.5 or over 1.25. Right? And then and again, with my lovely distressed edges, my gosh, I should have made a vintage card, right? Because of my edges. And the white is going to be like 1.25. So here's 1.25 and get that trimmed down. Okay. So let's move that aside. And now we need to eyeball our width on that. Here's my card base from my kit. It opens like this. So I'm more of a, when it comes to when you put it together, I'm not so much of a measurer. I'm a little more of an eyeballer because I want to make sure it fits, because it doesn't always fit exactly right. And as I said, I have a little bit of a trimmer challenge today. I was so devastated. I went to get like trimmer refill blades from, you know, my warehouse, and I'm out. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I need a trimmer blade. And so I was out of time, but you know, have you ever had that? It's like you end up like distressing everything. It's just tragic. It's tragic, and it's me not planning ahead, but that's okay. So anyhow, the width on this, even though I'm not mounting it, but I just want to eyeball the width on this. So the width on this is going to be, or the length of the width, I guess is what I'm saying. So I tend to do this kind of a thing rather than measure, just so I know it's good. And then my white is, I'm going to similarly do that, where I'm going to take this black now and just make sure, and I'm going to trim out the back side like that. Yeah, I'm very much an eyeballer. All right, so let's put these together. Why not? I'm going to take my, where's my adhesive? I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop this on. And on a black background is always fun because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So let's just eyeball him like this. Ooh, he's not quite right, is he? Nope, nope. See, that's the only challenge with crafting with nails, because you can't really do it. But I do it just because I like my nails, so I'm not willing to give them up. So then I have the challenges. Okay, I've got that like that. So that is going to be what goes across here. I need to cut out a happy birthday. So you're going to take your black again, that one black sheet we kept using and trimming off of for the last card. You're going to trim another little doodad, little strip, so you can do a happy birthday. So let's do that. So again, about 1.5, about 1.5. And I take my happy birthday dot. Nope, that's birthday wishes. Party time. Here he is. Is this it? Happy birthday. Make sure you get the right one. And I'm going to feed him through my little doodad like this. Do, 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 do. So easy with this guy. But again, I'm getting you all seasick. I apologize. I do. Haven't figured out how to make that knot. I guess I got to mount it to something that's not the table. I guess that's really the trick, and it's not much of a trick at all, but I haven't mastered that. So, and then we're going to get him out of here. We go. There he is. So, and now we're going to get him down on here. So you're going to want, and again, you're going to trim the excess. So let's get that down. Let's get that down. Glue pen or the adhesive runner, either way, whatever you want to do. Dot, dot, dot. So yeah, I'm filming solo today. Hubby is at the warehouse. Children are in college. I know, I've told you this before. I miss my kidlets. I saw my big one last weekend. She was in a parade. She's graduating from her university, but she's in marching band, and it was like her last parade ever. So we went and saw her. That was really awesome. The other kid today is getting, like right now, in fact, is getting on a plane. She's in Switzerland for the semester, but they're going to Kenya for a week. Yeah, I know. I want to live her life. Instead, I just supplement her life. So I live vicariously through her photos. She's going to be the first Bremer on the continent of Africa. So we're kind of excited about that. And I can't wait to see her pictures. She had to take her malaria drugs today. I mean, craziness, right? Craziness. But we're excited for her. And she's going to work with me this summer at some shows to help fund all these fun things that she gets to do. So that's kind of fun. So I have my happy birthday. Now in your kit, you had this little guy. It's like this little piece of paper. Hopefully you didn't throw it away. It looks like a little like backing to something. What it is, it's 3 glue dots that I carefully folded. Hopefully I did it right. I carefully folded it so it wouldn't stick to anything else. So you can see there are 3 glue dots on there. So what we're going to do is put these right here. And you can do, if you have a glue pen, you can do this instead. If you have a tape runner, anything that's sticky is going to hold foiling. So we're going to have to eyeball and put down these 3 glue dots. And mine might not be perfect because I have never told you I was perfect at this. I do my best. So I got one here. Let's get the other one. I rip it just so I can have a better idea of where it is on the backing when I place it. Does that make sense? So I'm going to eyeball that and put it right next. And I'm just like putting it down, and then I'm pressing and I'm pulling off the, the release paper like that. He's not exactly lined up, but that's okay. That's okay. It's one of those crazy birthday cards. Okay, I've got one more, and I'm going to put him right next to there. Boop, boop, boop. I've got 3 glue dots. Can you see that? Let me pull them up. 3 glue dots in a row. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to take my foil. It's this one is like a what's it called? Cerise. Or no, it's pink pearlescent foil. I gave you a little piece. Some of the other foils you can get, we sell a lot of foils. A lot of them are that shiny metallic. So those are most of the foils, but a couple of the colors are more of a pearlescent. This is one of them. This is the pink pearlescent. This is more of the cerise. I don't know how you pronounce this. I never have for years. No idea. But that's the shiny. This is more of a matte. So all you're going to do when you're foiling is take it good side facing you, and it's hard with the pink pearl to know. So if you look at this, you see how this is kind of matte and flat? You flip it over, it's a little more glossy. The glossy side is going to face you. Glossy side facing you, matte, dull side is going to be down kissing the adhesive. So I got my glossy side up. I'm just going to put it down. You press with your finger and lift. That's it. And so I'm going to do it again here. Press and lift. Press and lift. Oh my goodness. So it's going to look like this. So that is how we foil. You know, the same thing is true with a glue pen if you are doing anything like that. Here's my glue pen. I'm going to put high. We're going to let that dry for a second, just in case some of you are new and you don't. Yeah, let me know if you're new. I'm curious if we have newbies in the group. So if it's new, if it's wet, it needs to dry first. You can kind of see how that light blue goes away and it's clear. And I could foil this as well. So, you know, you can do a lot with the foiling. Hello, there we go. Look at that. So that's kind of a fun thing. I just thought that would be fun. Then we're not working with like wet stickles or anything. It's handy to do this type of thing when you're at an event where you don't want to work with the wet stuff, where you have to set it aside and you have a limited workspace. Okay, so we've got this. Now we've got the rest of the card. How am I doing on time? I'm doing okay. Not great, but okay. All right, so we've got this going. We've got this going. Here's our card. And again, we've got black background, white background. I believe here's my black background that was in your kit, and you're going to have to cut that down a little. The size on this black piece of paper, in case you're looking for it in your kit, is 4 by 6. 4 by 6. But again, with the eyeballing technique, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, okay, here's what I want my border to look like. So then I'll go, okay, so I need it like here. I'll mark it with like my tweezers or something, whatever else I have. So then I've got it marked, and now I can trim him up like this. And same thing on the bottom. So he's going to be like that. So I look at the bottom and I go, okay, where does he need to be? He needs to be about here. So I'm going to mark it like that. Come back. And then I can, whoops, I hit it with my hat. So sorry, guys. And now I've got that black, my distressy card with my trimmer that doesn't trim. And we're going to trim this up a little bit more like this. So I am so excited, though, to get back into in-person classes. I'm doing all kinds of fun things this year, so I'm excited about that. But the next one we're going to do in the one-of-a-kind group is going to be a stenciling type class. I'll show you the sample later. Okay, so I've got that trimmed up. We're going to put our black down. So let's get that down with our runner. Doot, 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 doot. And, you know, my philosophy behind adhesive and cards is I don't use as much adhesive with cards as I do on layouts because a layout needs to last a whole lot longer than a card does, right? And so adhesive it's kind of like, you know, your staple, and you can spend quite a bit of money on it. So I tend to just be sparing on it. There we go. Okay, and then we have our white card to go right on top of that too. Looking at our kit, there is a piece of white cardstock as well. Again, we need to see if it's sized properly. Mine probably needs a little bit of a trim. I am doing a very distressy card today. Can you see that? Very distressy. Okay, so I'm going to mark that about like that. And I know some of you are hardcore measurers, and I do apologize because I just feel like, and this is true in my classes I do in person, I tend to not do the whole, here's all of your paper, and it's all like bulk paper, and you've got to do it, and here's all the measurements, because inevitably you'll cut it wrong, or the measurement's not right, or something goes haywire, and then you've messed up your paper. So I try and give you stuff that's about the right size, and then you're going to trim it to fit. That's kind of my philosophy. All right, so we're going to do doot, 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 doot. Okay? We're going to stick that there. Now, looking at, so that's going to be that. I already have this. That'll go here. So all we need now are the little phrases. What you're going to do with that is you've got a lovely rainbow of papers in your kit. I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. You're going to go through, cut each one of these to be the party time phrase. Party time. That looks like this. And as you can see on this, how I laid it out is I started with purple. I did the whole rainbow, right? Purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red is the rainbow. Then you're only using like the ME of time up here by the time you get up here. So you have all the leftover. I come back to the bottom and put part on the bottom. So you start with the full party time. You go party time blue, party tie green. You can kind of see it hiding behind there. The full party time yellow fits because you're kind of sliding it over. Does that make sense? Orange, you're going to get party and barely a T, and then just the ME at the top. I go back to the bottom. I put the PART right there. So looking at that here, I'll start with the purple. I want to make sure I have time to get to everything, so I may not do the entire thing, but I want to try. So actually, I did the purple in advance. So I have purple. Let me do blue. I will do blue. Actually, I will do red because I want to show you what I was talking about. So let's do the red. It is sized to fit your die from your kit. Like this. I'm going to feed this puppy through like this. Okay. So this is a great one you can finish up anytime. This is not... See, and look how it's fun, like you get like a silhouette. So you could use this. See, I cut that pretty evenly without trying in terms of centering it on this strip. So I could use this on a different card I'm doing, you know, and do something, you know. You could do this and add like a flower or whatever, balloons. So you can make all kinds of different types of cards with the silhouette even, and not with just the script. So that's another way to go. So looking at this, I got to pop this out. Let's pop him out. with my little tweezers or pokey tool or whatever you have. Did I get him out? There we go. Pull him out like this. So when I go to do this guy last, I'm just going to do that ME. So I'm going to slice, I'm going to eyeball this really. And if I need to go back and trim later, I can. Like if I have too much left over. So I'm going to take either my runner or a glue pen, either way. Wrong glue pen, this guy. Okay, like that. Let's see here. So ME is going to go here, like this. You see what I'm saying? Then if this was orange, let's pretend this was orange, it's going to go here. You're going to continue down with all of the colors. That's how it's going to go. My purple is where I probably start, and that's going to go right, get him all straight. It's going to go about like this. So I'm going to get the full party time on that purple. I'm only getting part on the red, etc., and you're working your way up. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope that's pretty clear. So you're going to cut out each one of all the colors, and you can always go back to the video and screenshot. Well, actually, no. On our website, you have the picture. So just follow the picture. It will show you if you are being very specific and you're not comfortable on your own figuring out where to trim it off. Really, the purple, the blue, the green, and the yellow, you're getting the full party time on there. It's fitting because it's at a diagonal. It's only when you get to the orange and red where you're trimming little bits like that. And you're going to finish it off by adding that the little doodad we made on the top. I popped that up. Can you see that with some squares? I popped that up. And that is how easy it is. Pretty fun. So I did want to mention too, in the few moments we have, that yes, you can, as I said earlier, you can get this separately as a die. We have it. And this is brand new. These have been out. In fact, I think it's a February release that we got in January. So I don't even know that this, I know the stores don't have it, but I don't even know if the websites have this yet. So this is brand new. So we have that on our website. But then we have, in the section that is What's the Buzz on our website, it's a category called What's the Buzz because we're doing a new monthly video thing. Showcasing all kinds of stuff. This is the set. It's in there. In fact, this is probably under classes and events too. So these are 3 other dies in the collection that you can get as a bundle, and we've put it on sale as well. So you're saving when you buy all 3. The birthday is not part of this because so many of you did already get the kit. So you can get this separate. You can get this as a bundle. So there's thank you with thanks, special thanks. It looks like that. There's congratulations, time to celebrate, and best wishes. And there's with love, love you lots, hugs and kisses. I just think it's a really fun way to do, whether or not you use the really intricate script or you use the shadow, you can just use this on a whole lot of cards to do your sentiment. So I think that's kind of fun. Some of the other things we have here, I'm going to put this back up on so you can see what we're doing here. Let me move this out of the way. Some other fun things we have while I still have you. In the What's the Buzz category, these are new too. These are stamps. These are clear stamps that just came out, brand new. And they're clear stamps. You've got this Giggle More, Worry Less, Think Happy Thoughts, and Make Today Amazing. And I picked these 4 and bundled them together because I just thought they were uplifting, fun, and they would make great sentiments, not just on the outside of card, but this would be fun on the inside. So often we don't have anything for the inside the card, and you don't always want to write a novel inside the card. So this is a really great way to go, where you've decorated this fun outside and you can throw this on the inside and have your sentiment done, sign your name, and it's just a fun thing. So that's another bundle. Let's see here. I'm going to aim back up so I can show you the other stuff. Let's do that. Are you ready? If you get seasick, close your eyes, okay? Hopefully this works. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? I'm going to zoom. Oh, yes. Okay. Hopefully I didn't zoom too much. I might have zoomed too much. How are we doing? We're good. Okay. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back and put these up here, and I want to show you guys a couple other fun things. So part of our What's the Buzz was this Delightful Daisies collection you're getting. I'll start with the paper. You're going to get the 8.5 by 11 luxury linen cardstock. It's got that linen grain on it, almost like a basil kind of, and you're getting all these colors in it. That's kind of fun. This is bundled with the vellum paper pad 8x8. You're getting all of these sheets. There's 24 sheets. It's a lovely vellum. Let me see if I can open and show you. If I can get this open. How am I on time? Oh, I'm cutting it close. That's okay. So it's a beautiful vellum. Really lovely. You can do lots of fun stuff with that. And then also a 6x6 pad that has some really fun designs as well. Front and back, 36 pages, sheets on that. So that's a paper bundle. And then there's the embossing folder. This is fun. And if you want to know what to do with some of this, I have on the website, right on the main page, you can click and see the video where Mari, who's the demonstrator for the company that makes this, did a lovely video showcasing all this stuff. And this one's kind of fun. This embossing folder is a 3D, really nice, really big and fun. And then, of course, a die set that looks like this. So you get the intricate little, whoops, upside down little guys like this. You get the really big die like this. Has lots of elements in there. You get the border to do some borders on your cards. And you get, this is a stamp and die combo. So it's a stamp color in, and die cut set. And also I should mention that which one is it? This guy, this die cut set works really well with this other thing we have, which is the flower forming foam. If you're not familiar with that, it's a really great way to make dimensional flowers using the molding ball tools and that kind of thing. So that's another fun thing. So those, as I said, those are all on our website, shopbecreative.com, in the What's the Buzz category. It's like the first thing you can see. And then all of our class stuff is also in the classes and events. So the sneak peek, how am I doing? Oh, I'm close. The sneak peek is, this is next OOAK card. Ooh, fun. So we're going to do some stenciling. So thank you as always for joining me. I hope you had fun, and you can go back and make many more things with this particular, the die in this particular kit. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you to Carol and Brian and everybody at One of a Kind. And I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day. Bye-bye.